we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now that's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good.
Makes the score.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run. It's Foster. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 30, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Day. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
40-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup. They'll take it.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Number 30, the ball.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 20-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down carry for Foster. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll go again with Foster. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off at his own 47. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Foster, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Foster. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football, right? We're going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Patriots.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. This is Foster. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Foster on 4th. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Toss right side, Foster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, New England.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A 3-yard
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
3rd down.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will move them back to 3.